Hello. Gaming YouTuber in front of very meager games collection here. Recording for you an update video with my phone and my mic stand going as far up as it goes, which when you're 2 meters tall, I think that's like 6'5". It's not very high, so I'm kind of standing a little bit of a weird position here, holding my phone up with one arm. I got one free arm though, so I can make epic cinematic gestures at you to show how involved I am with what I'm saying clearly. Yeah, update video, man. I guess looking at like the little thing that appeared before my face just now, you know, you probably already know what's going to happen. It's Thorvember. Yay. With like horror game reviews. 4 even. See, there's the gestures. 4 game reviews of horror games. So I've been playing videos as well because I know they've been kind of a little bit sporadic lately. There's been a lot of other stuff going on. I don't know if people care, but I thought I'd just bring it back to basics. Because like the last couple of Thortobers, I was trying to do something new and fresh every time, you know? The first one was just actually trying to do a themed month. I'm gonna switch hands here. This is very crazy what's going on. I hope it doesn't go out of focus. I actually recorded this earlier and it went horribly out of focus on me. It sucked pretty bad. Hopefully it's in focus now, and if not, well, you can just go fuck yourself, honestly. It's better with this hand. Fuck, what was I saying? Right, yeah. So, the first one was just to kind of do a theme month, and then after that I tried to do different kinds of videos, and then the one after that I tried to kind of like establish a new type of format for like what would be other different types of videos. And since then I've just been doing a lot of, I guess, kind of like expanding that format and trying new things and bringing back sexy stages and talking about the things in games I'm actually passionate about instead of reviewing fucking gameplay mechanics and shit, which isn't really what I wanted my channel to be about. It just kind of is now with reviews, which is fine. I like the reviews I'm making, but you know, I'm running out of breath. I'm not used to standing much, you see. I'm fat. Just checking if my audio is still good. So yeah, that'll be that. 4 reviews this month. I also wanted to touch back on one thing that I kind of brought up in the last update. You know, the one that was like actually filmed good. To be fair, the audio will probably be better now, because I don't have fuck Chan messing up the settings with his fucking billions of audio driver cards, compressors. I just have the blue icicle thing. I hope that was in frame. I may have also just showed you my crotch for no reason. I'm wearing pants, trust me. But yeah, it is what it was, what it is. And this is certainly something too. It's hard to look at the lens because there's like 2 thingies. I'm not even sure which one's the lens. So I'm kind of just sporadically looking around like I have some kind of social disorder thing. I don't know, man. Probably shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry if you have. I have PTSD myself, you know, so I can make fun of other other people with like disabilities or whatever. Man, I can do it. Probably shouldn't though. But yeah, I wanted to touch upon a thing from like the other update. I'm gyrating, I know, but it's so that I don't know. A thing from the other update, which was that I kind of said that I wanted to drop my schedule. Since then, I've had people come up to me digitally, you know, as they do, like, hey man, I thought you were gonna drop the thing. Why is there still videos every Sunday? You know, as if they don't want it that, as if they don't want that. Yeah. Basically, I didn't make that too clear, I don't think, but I think what I mostly meant was that I kind of wanted to free up not so much my upload schedule, but like my work schedule. Because, you know, I kind of I had kind of worked myself into this rigid thing where it's like, I need to record the voiceover on Friday, and then I need to have the script done on Wednesday, and I just, it sucked dick, basically, and I kind of wanted to get rid of that and just, you know, make things as I make them, which is what I have been doing. I have completely stopped giving a shit, and that's why there's so much different content going on now too. However, I have a backlog of, like, videos uploaded already. Like, even now, all videos for Thorvember, with exception of the last one, which is one I'm just kind of finishing up now, are already uploaded and ready to go. So, you know, over the course of this month, as those videos will go out, I obviously won't be sitting on my ass doing nothing, so more videos will be thrown onto the proverbial pile, and, you know, so that mostly, you know, so as long as I can maintain that, have the backlog just be a thing, videos will still be on Sunday. I'm sure one day maybe we'll run into a point where I've ran out of backlog videos because my content has become so incredibly pompous and overblown that it just takes too long to make. But that point probably won't be anytime soon, especially not this year at least. So videos on Sunday will probably just continue with a few gaps here and there, whenever the fuck I feel like it. I guess the other thing I wanted to bring up was, because kind of in reference to what I said before about like the So I've Been Playing videos and there being less of them. It's like by no means a dead series or whatever. It's still there. I just kind of wanted to, I don't know what this means, regain its focus a little bit. I kind of wanted, like, a couple of months ago, I was writing a video called So I've Been Playing Final Fantasy VII. Except that video was fucking boring, because it featured like 5 whole minutes about me trying to fucking explain the materia system and whatever, and I realized that it sucked and I hated it. And so I stopped working on that and made a retrospective instead and talked about the things that I'm passionate about in games, kind of like the artistic aspects of games and like how they look and sound and how they inspire me and what I think they kind of inspire in other people and how things resonate. Even in like bad games, like that's why I made the Resident Evil Dead Aim video where it's like, this game sucks, but it has things in it that are really cool and I think those things are like worth talking about. I guess I kind of found that I'm sort of okay at talking about them and there isn't really anyone else doing that. I guess there was Jordan underneath who kind of sat in that corner, but he's playing with dolls now. So, you know, I'm just gonna focus on that a bit more and still have the reviews around too, but I didn't want to make reviews on games just because that's what I did. So instead of reviewing Final Fantasy VII as a So I've Been Playing video, I turned it into a retrospective. And I kind of had this whole other themed month, other themed month planned as well, called, which the idea of that was that I'd reviewed a couple of games in the past, but I reviewed them on the wrong versions, as people so pointed out. And so I kind of, almost in somewhat of a trollish manner, re-review those games using the right versions, which would have been Shattered Memories instead of the fucking PS2 version with like frame dips. I'd review the Wii version with the Wii controls that people like for some reason. And then I would also re-review Killer 7 and review the GameCube version instead of the frame droppy PS2 version. But then I'd also do like a bait and switch and play it on the Dolphin instead and run it at like 1080p, 60p p frames, 60p frames. It would have been really good. And then I'd do Metal Gear Solid instead of Twin Snakes, because apparently everyone hates the Twin Snakes. And that would have been the thing. I had made all the thumbnails. I'd even made this cool little, I called it addendum segment. I think addendum is supposed to be at the end. It would have been at the start of each video, but I would have called it an addendum segment anyway, where I kind of like tied it back to the original videos and why I decided to redo this game in particular. And it looked really cool. It was kind of my attempt at making a month that would have had one cohesive art style direction thing. That was the idea. and I was passionate and excited about working on that. But what I wasn't passionate or excited about was re-reviewing those games again. I mean, I'd love to fucking like play Killer 7 again, but then I wouldn't want to review it again. I just want to make a video about the artistic merits of Killer 7 and why it is an art house game that is real artsy and looks cool and has sounds in it like when characters talk. You know, that would have been cooler, but that wasn't what I was writing. And so I dropped the whole thing, and that's why I'm talking about it now, so I can show off what I had made, and so that work won't go to waste, bitch. Yeah. So that kind of like wraps it all around now, in a way where I'm gonna pretend like I'd prepared this really good, where I'm gonna say that that's kind of like gonna be my focus going forward a little bit. More kind of like videos on like the aspects that I think are worth talking about in things, and then reviews of games that are actually kind of worth reviewing. So no basic bitch review of Final Fantasy VII, because who the fuck wants that nowadays? I guess you could argue the same about FF8, but I kind of had like an angle there where it's like, yeah, man, I'm just gonna explain the game as basically as I can possibly. I'm breaking down. I'm dying. So yeah, that's about all I had to say, I think. There's probably more I wanted to say, and I'll probably hate myself afterwards while I'm editing. We're like, fuck, I didn't bring up the dragon dildos, because those are very important. But you know, yeah, that was it. Hopefully this was in focus. If not, I will generally just not give a shit, because I'm not doing this again, because my shoulder's really starting to hurt now, and my neck's getting kind of cranky, creaky. I'm old. Goodbye.